Yami-nan, back so soon? Hi, is Mina-nyan back yet? I was hoping to ask her about that dressmaker you mentioned earlier. Oh, well, she's here, but, well, the thing is, I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful has happened. It's really bad. How bad are we talking? Monumentally, horrifically terrible, Yami-nyan. The perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Yeah. Oh, Yami-nyan is so kind-hearted. So maybe she'll talk to you. Wait here one moment, please. Oh, hi. Yeah. You alright? I heard something bad happened. Maybe I can help you. I don't think I can even talk about it. Every time I think about him, I just want to go into the back and cry. Try and relax. I'm a police officer. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make this better. Police? Well, it's Samuel. Samuel? Who's he? A distant relation of yours? A boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? Samuel Cuddlesworth, my best friend. He's missing. Samuel Cuddlesworth? Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Her ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind kitty plush mistress, Yami Nyan. These things don't grow on trees, you know. A teddy bear. You lost a teddy bear. Samuel Cuddlesworth was not a teddy bear. He was an ultra-rare cat plush. Oh, cruel world, the hideousness of the cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. Why did I think you'd understand? No one understands. I'm all alone. We're all alone, and then we die. Oh, I hate seeing her like this. I think she'll be much better used to society until she... I don't think she'll be much use to society until she finds a replacement for her beloved Cuddlesworth. Thank you for listening, Yami Nyan. While you're here, want some pancakes? Yes. I want the pancakes. They make her happy, and they're cute. In Japan, that's where. Listen, I can't promise you a rare... They are in Japan, literally. Listen, I can't promise you as a rare plush as Samuel Cuddlesnipe, but I'll find you something, alright? Cuddlesworth. Samuel Cuddlesworth. The second twice removed, actually. Why are you looking at me like that? Because you're weird. Oh. Alright. Moves immediately. That's kind of creepy because those girls are probably like 16. Usually they're high school girls. Don't be creepy. You're 46. She's beautiful! Where'd you find her? I deem you Countess Belinda Fluffstuff. Thank you, Nyan. Lady Belinda isn't Samuel, but I suppose one must learn to move on from these things. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, since you're feeling better, can you tell me what you know about this collector now? Of course, Mistress Yami Nyan. I heard she studied fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything there is to know about Akiba fashion. She designed the maid costume I have on right now. No, you won't. Are you tiny? Are you Japanese? I don't know anything about you. How did you find her? Well, you probably won't believe me, but I spent a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I noticed the signs would flicker. The image on them would change. I can see from the mistress's expression that she does not believe me. It's true, I swear it on my 9 lives. She shows you what you want on the sign like an invitation to trade. Then when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you go down and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable. She's never wrong. Listen, I get that maids are supposed to play along with fantasies and all that, but this is kind of hard to swallow. But it's true, Yami Nyan. Supposedly she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. I think the other shop owners here don't mind it because it only happens occasionally. Am I missing something here? How does she know what you want? Yaminyan, you're supposed to be the detective, not me. I bet she's got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know that rumors to begin with. Anyway, it's like a subliminal advertising. Yeah. So many nuns. Ah, just an old perverted man. I guess you would fit in, huh? No offense, Japan. Yan, what's wrong? No, it's not like that. It's not like what? This dress, the one she made for me, it was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything down to the last detail. Everyone assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow she knew exactly what I wanted, and all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, right? But something wasn't right about her or her shop. I mean, who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in a basement with no other customers? I felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. And you know, that dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap. The stitches was subpar, and there was patches all over it from all the times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and get it back, but the truth is I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, Yaminyan. I kind of got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Thanks again for getting me Lady Belinda. No problem. Don't go losing her now. About the collector you mentioned earlier. The cat breeder, yeah, sure, but now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping a lot. I'm worried he might be really sick. I don't know what to do. When did it all start? Yesterday. His tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. But this afternoon he really started to, explode, if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it, though. Nothing in his diet has changed. That does sound odd. What does he normally eat? Oh, you know, the usual stuff. Sashimi, mostly. Sashimi? You're joking, right? Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi. Of course you can. And the wild cats catch the fish right out of the streams. No, they don't. It's the same thing. They eat mice. And birds. And things that are easier to catch. I'm sure they try to catch a fish, but they hate water enough. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat and I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Ha! Sucker! You bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating that chemical swill. Chemical swill. Well, my cat's also not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be rude, especially since you're only trying to help. That's alright. Your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order 1 box from Soichi, the sushi vendor next door, but for the past few days, I've received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything of it until you mentioned it. Oh, what do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I am very busy. Do I have a face that says, please give me errands? Well, no, but you're a fellow cat lover and you seem so nice. It would only take a second to go talk to Soichi. Honest, I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything else until this is off my mind. Please go talk to him. All right, I'll have a chat with Soichi and see what he knows. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. Cats, bears, they're all the same, yeah. Hi, Soichi, right? I was wondering if you could set up recurring lunch orders, maybe twice a week or something? Yep, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing for a lot of business right here. Why do you ask? I was just at the cat cafe next door and saw one of your boxes, and work's moving me here in a few weeks, so I thought I'd see what my options were. You came from Sachiko's place, huh? Yeah, she's a standing order with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small can eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order's only for 1. If she was ordering 2, I'd suspect she was feeding it to her cats. Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Sachiko's right next door and very sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic, I ask some of the other regulars around here to run it up for me instead. If you see Sachiko, make sure to give her my regards. I'll try to get up there next time. So about the standing order you wanted me to set up? Oh, I need to think about it a little bit more. I'll be back later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy maybe, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Finding who supplied that second box should lead me to the suspect. Huh? How'd you... Wait. It's not what you think. I rent the apartment above her shop, and the furballs are always yowling at night. The nutjob owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so I just added some laxatives to it is all. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. A little cleanup is fair payback for cats keeping me up day after day. That woman is ruining my damned life and doesn't care. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her a lesson and not someone else. Alright, fine, I get it. You are at the end of your rope. Thing is, I'm kind of a cat person, I'm kind of a cop. Consider this a warning. Fine, whatever you say, lady. This may not surprise you, but your upstairs neighbor isn't your biggest fan. Takumi, that little rat, what did he do? Is Tomo going to die? If he does, I'll wring Takumi's little neck. No, it was only some laxatives in the food. I think he wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cat seriously. Laxatives don't usually make the cat vomit, though. I don't think, anyway. Oh, thank goodness, I'm so relieved. If it's laxatives, Tomo should be fine in a day or two once it clears out of his system. What a little scumbag. What's his problem? He mentioned the cats have been keeping him up at night. A few weeks of that, and anyone might crack. You're right, I'm so used to it. I didn't notice, but I'll get a contractor to come out and see about finally soundproofing this place. Tomo, you nearly made my heart stop. I'm glad you're okay. Now that one mystery is behind us, could we return to our discussion about the collector? Of course. I've only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Balinese breed to the cafe. Balinese? Cafeteria. And after searching for weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. Just when I had given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her, saying she had the breed I was looking for and that I should come to her shop. Suffice to say, I was ecstatic. Business was doing all right, so I had much money to spare, too, only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda. She wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of the old cat I had. He was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was starting up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she gave me the Balinese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda was family. What kind of person am I? I gave him away. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and trade the kitten for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside her shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Sorry, remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for help. I should get back to work. This doesn't seem right. It doesn't match the description I got at all. What was that? Who's there? Reina? Is that you? Huh? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It said the cranes can grant a wish. What is it you wish for? I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him, the collector? Collector, Crow, 2 of many names given to me over the years. But we have no time to waste on such boring, trivial things as introductions. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say investigator? So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Something different, yes. What is it, I wonder? Ah, that is it. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not as solid and changing as it is for them. Things bend, they break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes, of course. The girl you murdered, Reina, was that your fault? Then you are a puppet, dancing at the end of the strings to a tune you cannot hear? No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you so sure, Detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? When faced with impossible, you're certain that every choice you make is your own? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're being made for me. Which is easier, I wonder. The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joy is your own doing or someone else's. She ate Panda. I don't have time for this. Ah, of course. Our conversation has tilted towards the philosophical, but you aren't here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information, facts. No. It is my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. What is it you want, truly? Tanaka. I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me, too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm curious, so curious. You're such a unique visitor, after all. Yes, nothing like the others. Fine. What do you want to know? The night of your partner's disappearance. You got on your knees and begged for help with tears in your eyes. Not very typical behavior for a detective, is it? I felt so helpless. Tanaka was in the sewer somewhere and I didn't see another path forward. I was desperate. What is this, some sort of psych test? I came here for answers, not for the games. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it? If you wanted information to use against me, it seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian, simplistic. No, I have no interest in that. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to understanding, much like you. Except the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the piece you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You show so little patience, detective. Surprising, considering the effort you took to get here. The girl Reina, she's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. You claim to be no puppet, but yet you did it again. You shot her. Though perhaps it felt like the first time, you were confused, no doubt. That was... I didn't have time to think about her. Tanaka was in danger. If I left her there, she would have killed him anyway. Maybe killed me too. Interesting. Most interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've taken your pills twice. Is that enough to make a difference? Do they help? Does it not make you question the futility of it all? Most interesting, perhaps. You've told me enough. Yes, this is most useful. I accept this as trade. In return, you want... what was it? Ah, yes, that's right. A path, a way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. In the dark. Whether he lives... that is more difficult. The dark. That's not the first time I've heard that. What is it? Where can I find it? A better question of where can it not be found? Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn. It pays great mind to those who it swallows. You know of whom I speak. The common thread that binds all misery into your heart. Reina. And if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one. Yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabukicho, at a talent agency called Omega. Kabukicho. I know it well enough. As I imagine any officer of law would. The dark is a sacred place. It lives, breathes, and changes shape, and it goes where it pleases. And it is the girl who suffered And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its root, you will never find your way, or it could tear you apart, like it almost has already. I don't know why, but I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. What is it? Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. Ah, I see. The most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. Why did Reina want it so badly? It is a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It might be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. Though as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself. It all started in Kamakura. The Kawanas have quite a history with that mask. The Kawanas... the Shrine Maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. A dressmaker, a cat breeder, a blackmailer. It seems that no one in this town can agree on anything about you, except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible. So what are you? Take a look around you. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption? I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, the loves, the hatred of mankind flow through the place. For you, detective, I'm exactly who you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand, our trade, after all? Was not for the knowledge I have a fit for your story? It was for a way to clear the... How do you put it? Ah, yes, to clear the dead ends you run up against. Let us reconsider your problem. The mask and the dark are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you if you don't understand it, and you'll be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when a path's been open? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia, an unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You're a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there, now that is the interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings, does your dance not continue? Until we meet again. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I had stayed any longer, I felt like I might have suffocated me. During the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people in the street. Their conversations seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he impossibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right, and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed down to 2, and I had no choice but to march forward toward leads I'd been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed, and now I had the means, however impossible, to find them. 2 paths, the masks and the dark, both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after the talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or head back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. Me! I will choose for you, but I'll do it tomorrow because we're back to where I was when I had to stop last time. And because it's almost 10 o'clock and I haven't taken my bath yet, I should do that. Maybe I'll take a shower, because I do have work tomorrow. And yeah, so for now, I think we'll stop there. And assuming everything still sounds good, I really hope it does. And yeah, so for now, yes, it sounds great, sounds clear, and I don't feel like an idiot when I'm going to get off this thing. So, thank you for watching. Thank you, Nanpan-chan, or whatever we called you. What is it, Nanpan-fan? Knight, for helping with keeping a look at the sound. So hopefully I fixed everything and we'll go back to flawless videos tomorrow. Or whenever I get back on, probably tomorrow. I don't have to make a cake yet for another day. Alright.